47 county governors are expected in Kwale County today for a crucial and decisive induction conference this week after the function was postponed more than 3 times this year. There are indications that at the end of the meeting, a new leadership will be unveiled, with the ruling Jubilee Party installing one of their own at the helm and effectively taking control of the body. Well, our reporter Francis Mutahi is our man on this beat today. Mutahi, good morning. What more can you tell us from the governor's induction?
Well, good morning, Michelle, and it is day one of the governor's induction here in Kwale County, and we have activities behind me. Some of the governors are still streaming in, and we understand that any moment from now, President Uhuru Kenyatta will be coming here to officially open this governor's induction, basically to try and better matters in terms of governance and accountability for the county CEOs. And talking about this session, which will be happening, is a 2-day event happening here in Kwale County. We have those governors who are on their second term and a couple of 25 governors who are serving their first term. So it will be interesting to see how they will be able to talk about matters revolving around trying to assist themselves and aligning themselves to the new responsibilities and the roles that are for the county chief. And I want to bring in one of the 25 governors from Nyeri County to talk to us about this induction. Karibu sana Mheshimiwa, tell us what is the importance of having this induction?
Thank you very much. My name is Mutahi, Kahiga, the governor of Nyeri. It is important to have this induction because it is a time for interaction and it is also a time to listen to experiences. You will agree with me that governance is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. And dealing with government, especially when we are moving in the new dispensation, really calls for a lot of insight and depth into these matters. It is my prayer that this 4-day conference will serve as an eye-opener to the majority of us, the 25 who have not been in these positions before. And also maybe it might also help those that have been there have a refocus on how governance should be.
Now, let's talk about maybe you've been in office for 3 or 4 months, and what are some of the experiences maybe that you've learned now, given that you're in this job? Maybe you will be focusing in terms of tabling the agenda.
Well, maybe I need to say that I have served since the August 21st when I was sworn in, but I have served in 2 capacities. I have been the deputy governor of Nyeri, and on the 7th, I lost my governor, Dr. Patrick Wahome Gakuru, and by fate, I had now to take over the mantle and become the governor. So I have served in both positions, and I would say the first part when I was the deputy governor was really a wonderful working experience with a very, very able man, the Dr. Wahome Gakuru, who really brought me into the picture of what he expected us to do together for the people of Nyeri. Since taking over, it has not been very complicated for me because really he had opened up all the avenues for me to be able to get into these matters. And over the past 1 or 2 months now, I've been able to steer the county very well. We have already managed to have, well, I swore in our the second cabinet or the second team executive committee, and I retained the 9 that we had initially selected with him. Over last week, I have also been able to appoint chief officers, at least 5 of them, before I appoint another lot of maybe 5 or 6. I have been able to steer. Currently, the supplementary budget is already approved by the County Assembly of Nyeri. And right now, as I speak today, we are holding the first the public participation on the County Integrated Development Plan.
And let's talk about accountability also, which has been an issue in terms of the monies that comes at the county. And the latest report by the Auditor General says that there seems to be some money which is lost at the county level. What do you have to say about that?
Well, I won't talk about the past because I wasn't in, But I would say this, that it has been, we were working on 3 pillars, that is development, accountability and transparency. The 3 were the guiding principles for me and Dr. Wahome Gakuru, and we still insist that that is the direction Nyeri must take. I have made it very clear. I have read the Riot Act to my officers, to my CECs and to everybody, that Nyeri must remain a corrupt-free zone. As you are speaking, in the first few days, I have already suspended some 2 senior officers because they tried to, bring in some perceived corruption, and as we are speaking, they are out. And we will continue in that same move. We are not going to allow the money and the people of Nyeri to be taken through corrupt practices.
Thank you so much. That was Nyeri Governor speaking to us on a number of issues and being optimistic in terms of this induction. And any moment from now, Michelle, the president will be here and the conference will be beginning officially. And quite a number of issues to look at in terms of the leadership out for the Council of Governors. That is something that we are keeping an eye on. Michelle.